everyone, happy Thursday. I hope you're all well. Thank you for tuning into this quick ad hoc video on the Magnificent Mags channel. I'm going out for tea soon and a couple of drinks, so I just wanted to jump on and give my opinion on the Alexander Isak situation. So it's been confirmed he is over near San Sebastián with his old club in the Basque region of Real Sociedad in Spain. He's training with a personal coach and he's there on his own. He obviously hasn't travelled to the Far East with the rest of the squad who have been in Singapore and now they're currently in South Korea until they come home after they play Spurs this Sunday. So what do I think of it all? Well, it's all agent instigated to get a bidding war going, to get as much money as he can for his client. I'm just disappointed of it all. Look, he's probably viewing us as a stepping stone club. We can't spend what the Sky Six can. That we can't offer the wages they can. His agent or himself, it might be both, have seen was a stepping stone and that he thinks he can go to a club like Liverpool, it seems it's Liverpool, who can win trophies regularly like the league or the Champions League. Now, there's no disputing that. Most successful club in the country, no problem with that if you've got ambition. Newcastle fans, us ourselves, our problem with this whole saga is he could have told with the start of the window. It would have given a full window. It's been longer, obviously, with the Club World Cup. Give with time to get with targets in. There would have been no problem with that if he'd still travelled with the squad over to the Far East, got his head down, knuckled down, trained, then if a bid come in, fair enough. There we go. World record bid, maybe, or a club record bid for him. And then we say, thank you. Thank you for your service. You've delivered with 2 seasons out of 3 of Champions League. At least 3 top 7 or above finishes and a trophy. Thank you, Alexander. Off you go. We can reinvest that in the squad. But no, they said he had a thigh injury, but it come back clear. He's refused to train. He hasn't went with the rest of the squad to the Far East, and now he's over in Spain. And you know what? It leaves a bitter taste in the mouth for everything we've giving him that platform and coming to the Premier League and putting him on the world stage. Like it does leave a bitter taste in the mouth the way this saga's going. He's come here, and we always say, don't we, in with posts. Does he like bridges? Well, after 3 years here, he's burned all of them. And I just don't see a way back for him. Like, if he just, as I said, knuckled down and just waited for that bid to come in, then no one probably would have had a problem with it. Shook his hand, off he goes and wins what he wants to with Liverpool. I understand it's a short career. Eddie Howe said that, and players want to aim for the top, and we're not that club at the moment. I think that's why we've had the window we've had. We've realised we can't compete with these 5 other clubs. I don't include Spurs in that. I don't know why they're a Sky 6 club other than revenue. Well, I know that answers it partly, but still. And we can't compete with them in terms of transfer fees and wages because we haven't grown with revenue. And we had the surprise factor 3 years ago where we could unearth the Botmans, the Brunos, the Isaks, and we probably looked like an exciting project. But now the reality is these players who normally would have come to we thought the euphoria of the trophy win last season in Champions League would be enough. But the stark reality is a lot of players aren't loyal, as Isak's shown, and a lot of them chase the money, and they're realising we can't compete with these clubs. So the project, whatever that is, doesn't look as attractive. And we need answers. There's been nothing from the club. They've stonewalled with. There's been nothing, obviously, on the training ground, the stadium, sponsorships, even though that kit that they wore, the training kit in Korea, showed what can happen. But yeah, it just leaves a bitter taste in the mouth that Isak's looking like he's just down in tools and going to Liverpool. Well, again, I don't want him to go to Liverpool. This is where the club should put the foot down, stand firm. Just tell him, no, you're not going to Liverpool unless they bid for you. You're still under contract for 3 years. We still hold power here. They either say, yeah, if Yasser is here, put his foot down and say, if Liverpool don't bid, you've got to knuckle down and play and give these fans something back. Who we all pay our hard-earned money. Champions League payments coming out tomorrow. We're all paying with season tickets off. We're hard work and we're graft all this time, every month, every day, every hour, just so we can afford to go and watch our team play, and it's spat back in your face like this. He could have been a club legend, best striker since Shearer, but like I said, he's burnt all bridges. I can't see a way back from him, but it's just one of these. I just hope the club put the foot down and say, look, if a bid doesn't come in, you're staying put. You're not going anywhere. You're contracted to this club. That's how it has to be. And people are comparing it to the Wissa situation. Look, I don't agree with what Wissa's doing either. He's contracted to Brentford. He should be training. What I've went through before, it's not mutually exclusive that you can see and understand Isak wanting to go to a bigger club who can win trophies and still be annoyed with him. But I don't agree that Wissa's doing what he's doing at Brentford. And I think Brentford's like us. We might have agreed a deal with Liverpool behind the scenes. We don't know. We're fans. We're not in the know. But it could be we've agreed a deal, but we've went, look, until we get a replacement in, we're not selling to you, so don't bother bidding yet. And it could be the same with Brentford. They've said they want a replacement in before they let Wissa go. That's totally understandable. But I don't agree with what Wissa's doing or what Isak's doing. People say Trent, well, Liverpool tried to offer him a deal and Trent ran his contract down, but he still trained, he still played. So yeah, Liverpool fans treating poorly there. And yet we've given Isak everything and he's thrown it back in our face. And there's been no signs of this. He was happy at the trophy parade. He's won a trophy. And then, yeah, his season tailed off, but we thought he was injured. But then this has just come out the blue. We don't know where it's come from. But yeah, I just think we've got to dig our heels in and just say, unless you get a world record bid, you're not going anywhere, because with transfer success in this window has been abysmal, let's be honest. But anyway, that's my quick video on the Isak situation. Thank you so much for watching. I'm off out now for tea and a couple of drinks to forget this window tonight. Anyway, take care. Thanks for watching. Bye now.